Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Runs over. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Chubb on the counter. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that if it comes regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in overrunning plays. The toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
In motion left comes Williams. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll try it now with Swift. Dances by him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Look, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Taken right around the 44. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
The second down pass. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Here's Watson. And he is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Set, ready. 22 needle. Touchdown.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept Field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
At the 4-yard line.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Looking to throw, McKee. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat on blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. And McKee will look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They will start this drive with Ford. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sidney Brown in on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Let's go now.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Caught here by Bell. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Ready.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now with third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Gainwell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Again, a run with Gainwell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's McKee. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Back to throw, McKee. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 6-yard line. 36 yards on the play. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They run with 4. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Thompson Robinson now. Touchdown, Browns. David Bell from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And they'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They toss this out right to Gainwell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably give them the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 29-yard line.
Second down, here's Strong once more. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson now. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Thompson Robinson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
At the 49-yard line.
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. He'll get this to Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Fights through, and now a crease. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Dancing to his left. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is DTR. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Sticking to the air, it's Thompson Robinson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Going for it, Thompson Robinson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 6 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know